Hello students. So today we will start with the third chapter, which is a poem, In Time of Silver Rain by Langston Hughes. Okay, so let's start. In time of silver rain, the earth put forth new life again. Green grasses grow and flowers lift their heads, and over all the plain the wonder spreads of life, of life, of life. Now, so to explain the poem, in time of silver rain meaning silver is something which is precious, and there is a proverb which says that every cloud has a silver lining. That means after every dark moment or after every sad moment in life, there is a silver lining. That is, there is a beautiful movement waiting for you. So they're calling rain a silver movement, silver lining, that is that something beautiful is going to come out of it. So in time of silver rain, the earth puts forth new life again. Put forth matlab means gives you. So after every silver rain, after the first rain, the earth put forth, the earth gives you new life again, gives new life again, because after the summer season, after all the trees and grasses have dried up, the rains bring green grasses grow and flowers lift their heads, means that flowers start to bloom, and over all the plain the wonder spreads. Over all the, by all the plain they mean that throughout the earth, throughout the land surface, the wonder spreads. That wonder meaning the flowers start growing, grasses grow, trees become green, beautiful flowers come on. Such kind of wonders come after the silver rain. Of life, of life, of life. Of life meaning that the wonder, the beautiful wonders are of life, about the world and the nature. In time of silver rain, the butterflies lift silken wings. Butterflies lift silken wings meaning the butterflies have beautiful wings with different colors, colorful wings as well as different patterns. So they lift their wings and start flying around to catch a rainbow cry. To catch a rainbow cry, here they are referring to the rainbow as it is crying, because as we say खुशी के आंसू होते हैं, so they are saying that the rainbow is crying in happiness. And trees put forth new leaves to sing. That is, new leaves come on the trees, and put forth comes to sing, to enjoy the beautiful nature, enjoy beneath the sky, as down the roadway passing boys and girls go singing too. And as the poet is saying that as you go down the road, you will see that the boys and girls are also happily singing and enjoying the rain. In time of silver rain, when spring and life are new. That is, after the rainy season, spring comes, which brings new life. Everything that comes with spring is new and colorful and full of life, that is full of joy. Okay, so now moving on to the figures of speech, as we had studied in the first poem as well. The figure of speech that they're teaching you here is alliteration, which is the occurrence of the same letter or sound at the beginning of adjacent or closely connected words. So that means similar sounds are used together in a statement close by. So for example, what we call tongue twisters are examples of alliteration. So for example, she sells seashells by the seashore. Here the sound of S is repeated throughout the sentence. So this is a statement which has alliteration, because there they have repeatedly used the sound of S. Okay, so moving on to the English workshop, which is your homework. You have to find the pairs of rhyming words used at the end of the lines in the poem. So you have to look at the last word of the line, and you have to see which if you can find another word at the end of the statement which rhymes with this word. Okay, and you have to make pairs and you can write as many as you can find. Then question number 3 is, if you were to draw a landscape on the basis of this poem, that after reading this poem, what do you understand about the poem, about the nature, what kind of scenery is going to be there? You have to draw it, what you interpret from this poem about nature, and you can use colors to show that. And question number 5 is, fill in the following blanks with reference to the poem. So you have to read the poem and then you have to fill in the blanks. In time of rain, when spring and life are new, are put forth. Such words you have to put in from the poem. Then think and answer. So you have to solve this question answer. And then question number 9, then directly go on to question number 9, which is alliteration. So you have to find examples of alliteration from the poem. You have to find a line in the poem that uses similar sounds repeatedly, and then collect other examples of alliteration. This is not from the poem, but you can find other examples of alliteration from a textbook or through Google. Okay, thank you.